It started with something so simple: a car ride with friends. No one expected it to end with tears, broken friendships, and accusations that would ripple through the group like a shockwave. I was 19, just a few months into a relationship that I really cared about. The kind of new love that makes you want to tell the world, that makes you smile every time her name shows up on your phone. My girlfriend was 19 too, and I was proud to be with her. That night, though, she wasn't there. It was me, my friend Joe, and a girl named Sarah. Joe's also 19, and for a while now, I'd known he had a crush on Sarah. The kind of quiet crush you can sense in the way someone hovers a little too close or finds excuses to be in the same room. We were all hanging out when the moment came that would set this entire story in motion. We needed to get somewhere, and there weren't enough seats in the car. One of us would have to sit on someone's lap. I made the obvious suggestion. Sarah should sit on Joe's lap. It seemed harmless. It made sense. But she didn't even pause to consider it. She turned, looked at me, and chose my lap instead. Immediately, I felt it, that prickle of discomfort. She knew I had a girlfriend. Everyone did. But there she was, planting herself right on me like it was the most natural thing in the world. And it wasn't just the awkwardness of another person's weight or the press of bone against my thigh. It was the fact that this wasn't a neutral gesture. This had meaning, even if I didn't want it to. I tried to put up a barrier, literally. I took my jacket and laid it across my lap, creating space between us without making a scene. But it didn't help the tension curling in my stomach. The ride felt longer than it was. Every bump in the road making me wish I'd insisted harder that she sit somewhere else. When we stopped to get gas, I made my move. I told her to sit on Joe's lap instead. She resisted, but I didn't give her the option. She got up, switched places, and then she started crying. Full-on tears. Right there, in the middle of this casual hangout, because I had made her move off my lap. She told me I was a jerk. The rest of the ride was awkward. Joe seemed half confused, half pleased, holding her while she cried. I felt bad for him, in a way, but also for myself. This was absurd. I had a girlfriend I cared about. I thought Sarah knew where I stood. Later, my phone buzzed. It was Sarah. She said we needed to talk about us. Us. I told her I didn't know what she meant. And that's when it came out. She thought I'd been sending her mixed signals. She admitted she thought there was something between us. I told her flatly, there wasn't. I said I'm like this with all my friends. But she pushed back. She said she thought I only acted that way with Joe as a joke. But with her, it was because I liked her. That it confused her, especially since I had a girlfriend. I repeated myself. No, I treat everyone the same. I'm happy with my girlfriend, and I have zero interest in dating her. That's when she called me an asshole. We didn't see each other after that. But the fallout didn't stop there. Her best friend texted me, echoing her words, telling me I'd been a jerk. And my friends, the ones who are also friends with my girlfriend, told me not to tell my girlfriend what happened. They said it would just cause trouble. But I wasn't about to hide this, so I told her every detail. Her reaction? She laughed. She said boys can be so oblivious. She told me she could tell Sarah had a crush on me, but she trusted me to make the right call. She even said she thought it was kind of crappy that Sarah would go after someone who was taken. That trust, it meant everything to me. I thought that would be the end of it. But drama has a way of dragging itself out. Not long after, I found out that Sarah and Joe had hung out on their own. And in that time, Sarah trashed me, told him I was an asshole, told him how she liked me. The kicker? Joe admitted to me that he'd known about her crush all along. He just wanted to see what I would do. Maybe even enjoy the drama. Sarah eventually texted me again, telling me once more that I was a jerk. This time, I didn't have the energy to go in circles with her. I just told her, well, I can be sorry for the both of us. And that was that. The friendship with her imploded. Joe still has a crush on her, or so he says, and I suspect he's still trying to date her. But that's his choice. As for me, I've moved on. My girlfriend and I are good. She even gets a kick out of the fact that so many people think she's a keeper. And she is. But I keep coming back to this question. What exactly was I supposed to do? Was I really the bad guy for setting a boundary? I didn't flirt with her. I didn't touch her. I didn't encourage her. The one time I stayed over at her house, I slept on the floor and spent most of the night on the phone with my girlfriend. I joined her art club because she invited me, and I thought it would be fun, not because I had feelings for her. Yet in her mind, every neutral action was proof that I secretly wanted her. So, am I the asshole? If you flip the genders, the story changes in the way people react. If I were a woman and a man insisted on sitting on me, even knowing I had a partner, people would see the disrespect instantly. They would see the crossed boundary. But because I'm a man, I'm expected to shrug it off, accept the physical contact, even welcome it. And when I didn't, when I chose to protect my relationship and my own comfort, I became the villain in her story. That night in the car taught me something. It taught me that no matter how clear you think you are, someone who wants to believe there's more will rewrite every detail to fit their own fantasy. And when you reject that fantasy, they might not just be hurt. They might decide you're the problem. It also showed me the kind of relationship I want to keep. My girlfriend didn't get angry. She didn't accuse me. She didn't let jealousy turn into suspicion. She trusted me. And in a world where trust is so fragile, that's something worth holding on to. So, here I am, telling you the story. A story that started with a missing seat in a car and ended with me questioning the boundaries between friendship, attraction, and respect. What do you think? Was I wrong to push her off my lap? Or was I just protecting what matters to me? And that's where I'll leave it. So, am I the asshole? Now, let me leave you with this. Boundaries are not just lines we draw for other people. They're lines we draw for ourselves. They're the quiet decisions we make about how we want to be treated and how we choose to treat the people we care about. Saying no, whether it's to a stranger, a friend, or someone who thinks they deserve your attention, is not cruelty. It's clarity. And clarity is kindness. The next time you find yourself in a situation where someone is blurring the lines, ask yourself, whose comfort are you protecting? If it's only theirs, at the expense of your own, you might be giving away more than just your time. What would you have done in my place? Would you have let her stay, just to avoid the drama? Or would you have drawn the line and risked being called the bad guy? Tell me. Because maybe, in the end, the answer to whether I was the asshole isn't just about me. Maybe it's about how we all see respect, loyalty, and the price of saying no.